Amanda Johnson entered the classic training hall, her blue tie and yellow belt, attracting doubtful glances from the black belt teachers. "This isn't some workout session, miss," Brad Hoffman mocked, jabbing a finger toward her rudely. Yet, when they dared her to demonstrate her abilities, they were clueless about the force they'd just set loose. The midday sunlight streamed in through high windows as Amanda Johnson swung open the sturdy glass entrance to the martial arts school. At age 42, she moved with subdued assurance, her actions intentionally restrained. Her black hair was tied back in a basic ponytail, and she sported a fresh blue gi with a yellow belt secured firmly at her midsection. The training space extended ahead, a large area featuring dark wooden panels decorated with classic Japanese script. Crimson mats lined the ground, and a sturdy blue heavy bag dangled in one corner, still swinging faintly from an earlier workout. The atmosphere held the well-known aroma of perspiration and rigor that she recalled from long ago. Amanda had relocated to this quiet suburb 3 weeks prior for a new beginning. Her old existence had grown overly intricate and burdensome. In this place, she aimed to discover serenity and maybe reignite her passion for martial arts in a more straightforward setting. She had phoned in advance and learned that drop-ins were allowed for the midday practice. A handful of trainees in white gis were already drilling, their actions sharp and intent. Amanda observed them with expert scrutiny, observing their methods, positions, and breath control. It had been 2 years since her last visit to a training hall, yet ingrained reflexes never fully vanished. "Can I assist you?" A voice rang out from the opposite side. Amanda pivoted to spot a burly, hairless guy in his mid-40s coming nearer. His white gi was spotless, and a black belt with gold stitching draped from his waist. His features showed the rigid demeanor of a person used to command. "This must be a top teacher. I'm looking to sign up for your sessions," Amanda responded courteously. "I recently relocated here and want to resume practicing." The fellow scanned her from head to toe, his eyes pausing on her yellow belt with evident doubt. "I'm Brad Hoffman, the chief trainer around here. What's your skill level?" "I possess some prior knowledge," Amanda stated humbly. "It's been a bit since I practiced. I aim to get back in shape." Brad's look indicated no admiration. "Yellow belt, eh? What form did you practice previously?" "A blend of styles," Amanda replied ambiguously. She had discovered ages back that revealing too much about her past sparked undesired inquiries and presumptions. Another teacher approached, a slim fellow with black hair and keen traits. His black belt displayed matching gold accents, signifying another high-ranking figure. "Carlos Rivera," he said with a dip of his head. "Possible new recruit." Brad answered, his words hinting at hesitation. "Claims to have some experience." He stressed the phrase with hardly hidden mockery. Amanda sensed the usual sting of bias she'd faced across her martial arts path. Evidently, certain patterns persisted no matter the hall you entered. "Well," Brad remarked, folding his arms while examining Amanda intently. "One might allow you to watch today. Check if you match our practice level." The superiority in his tone was obvious, as Carlos grinned next to him, evidently relishing his partner's understated rejection of the arrival. "Thank you," Amanda answered steadily, though her jaw clenched a touch. "Should I join the group for warm-ups?" "Warm-ups?" Brad chuckled briefly. "Miss, our starters would likely exhaust you. Just sit and observe for the moment. See how genuine fighters drill." A few trainees had halted their drills to view the interaction. Amanda spotted some young females in the mix, their looks varying from pity to interest. One adolescent appeared especially uneasy about the teacher's belittling manner. "Actually," Carlos interjected, "we're on the verge of practicing superior combat methods. Clearly nothing you're prepared for, but it could hint at our expected standard." Amanda's gaze flickered momentarily, yet she kept her poise. "Got it. I'll watch silently." "Wise decision," Brad affirmed with a nod. Fighting isn't like those gym aerobics kick sessions. This is classic karate. Demands true commitment, true power. Not everyone suits it. He pointed at a cluster of male trainees warming up close by. These fellows have drilled for years to hit this stage. It's not a casual pursuit. Carlos chimed in with a superior grin. Perhaps try our intro class Tuesdays at night. It's mainly homemakers seeking mild activity. Could suit you better. Amanda sensed warmth building inside, but compelled herself to stay composed. She'd met this mindset endlessly before. The notion that her years, her sex, her plain look somehow defined her limits. What remained unknown was her 15 years perfecting moves they'd likely never encountered. I'll consider it, she answered tactfully. Brad faced his trainees. Okay, team, let's display authentic karate to our guest, Carlos, and I'll demo some elite sequences. As the pair shifted to the mat's middle, Amanda took a seat on a wall-side bench. She viewed their actions with expert curiosity, assessing their execution, rhythm, and clear vanity in showing off to what they figured was a novice crowd. They were capable. She conceded. Their forms were reliable, positions correct, but their show felt staged, implying more focus on dazzling than instructing. Amanda clasped her hands and awaited. After all, patience was among the initial lessons from fighting arts. The display lasted 20 minutes, with Brad and Carlos exhibiting ever more intricate routines. Their motions were exact, blows forceful, and their evident pleasure in each move showed they anticipated awe. That's pro-level execution, Brad declared, scarcely winded as he turned to Amanda. Requires ages to build such command and accuracy. Quite remarkable, Amanda conceded sincerely. She valued talent when present, even if arrogance encased it. Carlos dabbed perspiration from his brow using a towel. Folks overlook the devotion true fighting demands. It's not merely bodily, it's psychological, soulful. You must overhaul your views on strife and mastery. I suppose, Amanda answered softly. In fact, Brad continued, his gaze tightening a bit. Care to share more on your history? Precisely what and where did you train? Amanda paused. She'd wanted a gradual return without detailing her past. Diverse arts. I traveled often, so I practiced at various academies. Diverse arts. Carlos echoed with a sly glance at Brad. That often means a handful of lessons scattered, without real dedication. Several trainees had clustered nearer, detecting the rising strain between teachers and a rival. Amanda saw the earlier young lady, observing with clear unease. Listen, Brad stated, his manner turning harsher. I hate to shame you, but this is a dedicated hall. We can't allow entrants assuming expertise when they lack it. It's risky for all. I get your worry, Amanda said, her tone firm amid mounting annoyance. Do you? Carlos advanced, his bearing more menacing. Frankly, seeing you lounge there acting like you're judging our forms in that yellow belt, it's offensive. The space fell utterly still. Even distant drillers had ceased to witness the clash. Perhaps, Brad added, his volume rising a tad, you ought to try yoga sessions. Let earned fighters handle the real stuff. Amanda sensed a chill in her gut. Not dread. She hadn't known fear in a hall for over 10 years, but awareness. She recognized this ploy a deliberate effort to shame her, render her insignificant, and rejected. I'm not here for trouble, she stated serenely. I only seek to practice. Practice. Carlos barked a rough laugh. Miss, you'd last maybe 5 minutes of our routine. You'd likely injure yourself matching even novices. Stop. The prior, noted young lady interjected. She did nothing improper. She's merely attempting to. Sarah butt out. Brad barked. This concerns us and her. Amanda eyed Sarah, likely late 20s, with resolute gaze and green belt at waist. She seemed uneasy with her teacher's conduct, yet plainly awed by them. Actually, Amanda uttered deliberately, standing from the bench, perhaps we can resolve this productively. Both teachers pivoted fully toward her, their looks changing from scornful to engaged. What do you propose? Brad queried. though his inflection implied he foresaw the direction. Amanda surveyed the observing expressions, some intrigued, some anxious, some expectant. She considered Sarah, who defended her. She pondered other trainees who might endure like treatment absent a stand. Basic showcase? She murmured. Allow me to reveal my capabilities. The quiet after Amanda's statement crackled with tension. Brad and Carlos traded looks, their faces moving from shock to eager menace. A showcase. Brad's tone held peril. Are you truly defying us? I'm proposing to prove looks deceive. Amanda answered steadily. If I'm as novice as you think, no risk for you. Carlos advanced, stance hostile. Miss, you don't grasp your suggestion. This isn't casual bout. It's grave fighting. I comprehend fully. Amanda stated, her voice firming. You've spent 30 minutes doubting my worth and mocking my past. I'm just letting actions prove it. Trainees now encircled loosely, faces blending thrill and worry. Sarah appeared especially fretful, anxious for the defender. This is absurd, Brad claimed. But Amanda noted his eyes spark. He relished it. The chance to shame a perceived faker publicly. You know injuries aren't our fault. I take all blame for outcomes. Amanda responded. Fine. Carlos agreed, shrugging shoulders. But no leniency for your gender. Play with elites, get elite treatment. Amanda nearly grinned. If only they knew how often she'd heard such from underestimators over decades. What showcase type? Brad inquired. Kaidas, breaks, or do you fancy bout with us? Your pick? Amanda stated plainly. I'm sure in whatever you choose. Teachers eyed each other, signaling wordlessly. Amanda nearly saw their scheme maximize her shame, minimize their risk. Kaidas too vague. Carlos ruled. Memorizing looks fine but empty. Bout then, Brad concurred. Soft contact naturally, not aiming to harm. His superiority dripped palpably. Amanda assented with a nod. Rules needed. Sarah asked timidly. Unnecessary. Brad dismissed. It'll end fast regardless. Amanda stretched deliberately, smoothly. Her motions were seamless and precise, each extension flawless. Some observers caught her poise in readying, centering beyond mere loosening. You know, Carlos noted watching her. Still time to quit, no dishonor in owning overreach. Thanks for caring, Amanda said, reaching toes showing exceptional bend for her years. But this is precisely my spot. Brad shook head in mock pity. Your demise. Recall, you sought this? As Amanda wrapped prep, she scanned encircling faces. She saw skepticism, worry, interest, and occasional optimism. Trainees had viewed teachers' acts, and some plainly disapproved. She recalled halls entered over years, males viewing her as frail, limited, dismissible, or babied. She reflected on endless proofs repeated. Today, that cycle ceased. Set when ready, she whispered, stepping Matt's center. Brad mounted Matt initially, assurance emanating hotly. He took ideal combat pose even, firm, primed. Carlos edged Matt, to judge perhaps, though grin hinted enjoyment. Woman first, Brad mocked politely, signaling Amanda's start. Amanda adopted pose, and air subtly shifted profoundly. Her bearing altered. No longer meek entrant from 30 minutes prior, but wholly other. Gravity centered low, senses broadened, breaths deep, steady. Veteran trainees caught change. Sarah's eyes grew as she eyed Amanda's form. Unprecedented here. Curious defense. Carlos muttered, nonchalance faltering faintly. Amanda ignored. Focus tunnel to opponent, scanning pose, equilibrium, habits. Brad was robust, skilled, but arrogant, irked. That mix felled foes often. Whenever, Brad urged, hopping toes lightly. Amanda advanced. No grand rush or showy move. Just forward step, simple direct jab, yellow belt basic. But velocity, exactness made Brad stagger back, startled. Fluke, he grumbled, reposing. Amanda resumed guard, face neutral. She'd gauged reactions, timed him, verified defenses. My go, Brad declared, unleashing punch series overwhelming mid-levels. Amanda evaded each minimally, head, body gliding watery past assaults. No reprisal, no flair. Just proved untouchable, observers whispered. Not anticipated sight. Wait, Carlos snapped, tone keen. Now how did you? Amanda struck again, leg sweep hooking Brad's front. He steadied hardly, face confidence to bewilderment. Where'd you get such motion? Brad pressed, breaths quickening. Sundry spots. Amanda echoed prior reply, now weighted differently. Sarah neared Matt. She's hardly winded, she breathed to peer. Brad assaulted fiercer, leveraging bulk, force to crush. Amanda met calmly, diverting force not clashing, now revealing more prowess. Feint sweeps, time blocks, defenses chaining dance like. Impossible, Carlos uttered, shock unmasked. Novices don't flow thus. Amanda seized Brad's punch wrist, spun via his drive off kilter. Briefly exposed fully, all saw. She could have ended instantly myriad ways. Instead, freed, retreated. What are you at? Brad wheezed, flushed effort shame. Revealing abilities. Amanda murmured, but merely warming. Room hushed save Brad's gasps. Every trainee gaped at yellow, belt wearer making chief seem novice. Unbelievable. Brad huffed, hand, swiping brow sweat. No novice does that. Amanda completed, spot on. She circled Matt languidly, steps showing fluid mastery of veteran years. Viewers followed awed. No timid arrival from our past. Who are you? Carlos challenged Matt, joining. Truly. Precisely as stated, Amanda answered. Amanda Johnson, new resident. Some fighting past. All true. Some past. Brad laughed sorely. Miss, you've played me throughout. I sought avoidance. Amanda said regret, tinged. Hoped quiet practice, blend unseen. But you prevented. She halted, confronted both squarely. Want history? Okay. 26 years drilling, multi-art black belts, global contests, instructed elite halls nationwide. Quiet roared. Why yellow then? Sarah queried, awe not blame. Amanda smiled first since entry. Ranks mere fabric. High belt entry sparks challenges or threat views. Wanted to gauge this spot. Beginner treatment, underling handling. Brad paled. You tested us thus? Amanda confirmed. Sadly you flunked. Carlos lunged hostile. Amanda's speed blurred. Most missed. Instant advancing to floored. Arm locked helpless. Our gap. Amanda chatted. Hold easy. Exceeds technique. It's regard. I honor art, partners, knowledge is duty. Freed Carlos, who rolled up red, faced shamed. You entered faking. Brad charged. No. Amanda refuted stoutly. Entered true self fighter seeking drill. You eyed midlife female, yellow belt, deemed unworthy respect, thought. Reveals your nature, not my candor. She scanned trainee ring, gaze warming. Authentic fighting, Sean's control, scare. Its regular regard, endless growth. Real mentor guides, shields all irrespective skill, origin. What should've? Sarah started. You did perfect. Amanda cut kindly. Defended perceived wronged. Brave correct. Brad Carlos clustered, prior surety smashed. From domain lords to bested by dismissed irrelevance. I believe. Amanda whispered. Time I seek alternate hall. Toward bag, bench she went, grace still stunning all. Halt, Sarah called. Don't exit over them. Amanda stopped bag hand, dojo humming murmurs as trainees absorbed scene. She's correct. Marcus, 3-year brown belt, said. Shen your bias against non-fits. Nods accents grew. Sarah advanced boldly. Not once off. Recall Mrs. Chen, deemed too aged. Jake sis, girls unfit real drill. Brad flushed. Wait. No, wait you. David, 2-year quiet teen broke. Watched months of shames. Thought normal. But her, nodded Amanda. That's skill. Never belittled. Carlos seized reins. All overreacting. Mix up. Amanda wheeled. Fake experience claim. Background lie hint. Housewife gym fit. Which mix? Trainees eyed teachers anew. Intimidation authority eroded visibly. Perhaps, Sarah pondered. Amanda instructs. Reveals true fighting. Not dojo way. Brad weakly. Rules, ranks. Ranks on skill, insight. Amanda inserted, not shrinking others. Scanned keen faces. Students craved growth, betterment. Merited ego, free guides. Here's deal? Amanda decided. Memorial Park, tomorrow 7 a.m. Any seeking regard rigor. True fighting, join. Bag shouldered, exit, bound. True fighter knows peak powers wisdom use or withhold. Door, reached, final turn. True guide uplifts pupils, not diminishes for self-boost. Thus, Amanda Johnson exited, Leaving hall forever altered quiet poise, no weakness. Authority, no auto-regard. Their fighting insight revolution sparked. Next dawn, 15 trainees assembled Memorial Park. Sarah, Marcus, David, dozen witnesses. Even Pryor, rejected Mrs. Chen Hurd, arrived keen. Amanda at 7 sharp plain attire, water soul. No show gear, just commanding quiet via deed not dictate. Start, she told group, recall true fighting proves no superiority. Itself, best via aiding others. Sun upping, Amanda taught inaugural real power protects via wisdom, not scares. If underestimated by look, origin, recall Amanda. True power stays self-true, uplifts in wrote. Seen unexpected bully stand. Comment stories. Everyday heroes inspire. Share. Subscribe more non-judge tales. Watching whence. Till next, recall regard via character earned, not intimidation demanded.